Hello Stampers, I'm Kelly Acheson at stampabove.com, coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Today I have a special treat for you. It's a little blog hop with my Stamping Society design team. There are demonstrators all over the world that are involved in this blog hop. Today we are featuring the Poinsettia Petals stamp set and the Poinsettia dies. So just in time for Christmas, I have been having a blast with this whole suite of products. We're going to turn the camera around. I'm going to show you everything that is available with this suite, show you a beautiful card. It's super simple to make, and I am using, again, scraps of designer series paper, so it's a great way to use up your scraps. I'll tell you all the details about the exclusive video tutorial that's available to you starting today. Let's flip and get started. So this suite is absolutely gorgeous. This is part of our holiday mini catalog. Look at all those beautiful samples that Stampin' Up! Has given you. And here are all the goodies. So we have our Poinsettia Place Designer Series paper. Oh my gosh, coordinating with Bumblebee, Garden Green, Old Olive, Real Red, Soft Suede, and Whisper White. This paper is very, very pretty. We've also got our stamp set, Poinsettia Petals. There are 18 different images in here, as well as the Poinsettia dies. 18 different dies in here. This thing has been a blast. I've been working with it all day. Then we have the Plush Poinsettia specialty paper. Let me grab that so you can see this in real life. We have this beautiful design, and this is flocked on white vellum. So flocked white vellum. It feels like velvet. It's so pretty. You can also add ink to this and it will stick to the flocked images. Look at this. We have some holly leaves and holly berries. And the cool thing about this paper is there are dies in here that you can die cut these leaves. Oh, let's get one of the bigger ones. Here we go. You can die cut these leaves. You can also add color to them with a sponge or a sponge dauber. There's a big leaf in here, and also here's the smaller one. Smaller leaf in here. Very cool. Hang tight. Let me get this back in here so I don't lose any bits and pieces. And then there's another pattern. And that is the poinsettia flowers themselves. Isn't that just so pretty? This is some extra thick vellum too. I've really enjoyed working with it. I thought it was going to be delicate because I did a little scoring on another project, and it's not delicate at all. My scoring blade, I had to, I did it just like I would cardstock. So that was good to know. You get 2 sheets of each of these designs in 12 by 12, and this is $11. Then, it just keeps getting better. These beaded pearls are absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? I love these. I've been attaching them with mini glue dots. Very, very classy, right? And then we have the Real Red sheer ribbon. This is really fun to use because, let's say, one of the projects that I made earlier today, I used cherry cobbler, and although this ribbon is real red, you can take your cherry cobbler Stampin' Blend marker and you can make it cherry cobbler. Any color that is going to be darker than this would work. I think you could do probably Pretty Peacock, you could do our navy blues, maybe even shaded spruce. Anything darker than the red, I think you could actually color on this and make your ribbon match what you need. So that's cool. Let's get started. I'll tell you a little bit about this blog hop. Now, the Stamping Society is a design team from all over the world. And what we do is each month, on the first of the month, we have a blog hop. And that blog hop is an introduction to an exclusive video tutorial available to you. Now there are 3 ways to get that exclusive video tutorial. The first way is to place an order with me. If you're in the United States and you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you can go right to my blog and look for an online ordering button and place an order. This is my current host code that's always shown in the right-hand column on my blog, whatever the code happens to be for that time frame. The second way is that you can order the tutorial from me for $7. There's going to be a PayPal button again on my blog. You can look for that. The third way is you can be a member of my team. All of my team members get my online classes for free, so that's always fun. Now, I told you that this was going to be about scraps, so you can pull out scraps from any of your Designer Series paper. I'm using the Poinsettia Place Designer Series paper, and what I wanted to do was show you how I cut these, because I thought it was kind of pretty interesting how it worked out. I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer here, and what I did is I cut a 2-inch 2x12 inch piece of Designer Series paper. Now you can always use scraps for this. Hang on, my scoring blade popped out here. You can always use scraps for this, but if you do need to cut your new Designer Series paper, you're going to cut it at 2 inches. And then what I did is I brought it in and I cut that 2 inches at 5.5. So here's one piece. You're going to take this other piece and cut that at 5.5 also. And now we're going to cut this at 1 inch right down the middle. So in order to make one of these cards, you just need a 2x12 inch piece of Designer Series paper. So we've got 2 by 5.5, 1 by 5.5, 1 by 5.5. And I'm just going to put, I had already cut this, but then I thought, oh, I want to show you how I did this because I thought it was pretty nifty the way it worked out. Next thing we're going to do, I'm going to use a card base that is Rococo Rose. This is going to be a little different poinsettia card because ours is going to be this rose color or pinkish. First thing you're going to do is you're going to score this, get that cutting blade out of the way. We're going to score this at 1 1/4. And then we're going to fold our card base, which is 5.5 by 8.5, in half. Burnish that edge good. This score line we're going to pull back and we're going to burnish that edge really good. This 2 by 5.5 inch piece is going to go right on the front of our card, and I am going to use the little patterned side. I'm going to leave about 1/8 of an inch on the left side of my card base. Then I'm going to grab my stamp and seal. Anytime you are pinning back cardstock that you've folded, you need a very strong adhesive. The Stampin' Seal Plus is a really good adhesive for that. So I just glued that flap down. And now we're going to add both of these to the remaining blank parts of our card front here. This is, again, 1 inch by 5.5. And another one. I just stood up to make sure my camera is running. Oh my Lord, I've done that more than once where I forgot to turn it on. And it's running, so yay. We're winning today. And here comes the other one. I'm going to slide that down just a little smudge. Okay, I see that I'm sticking over the edge up here, so I'm just going to trim this. There we go. Okay, look how pretty that is already. We've got just a little bit of stamping to do with this card. I'm going to bring in my sentiment and a happy holidays. I've got Rococo Rose ink here, and I think I forgot to clean this stamp, so let me do that quickly because I don't want to get any weird colors in my Rococo Rose. Is this my scrap? Yep, this is my scrap of white. And I'm going to bring in my piercing mat here. I like to use this as my stamping surface. So I'm going to stamp the front sentiment, not sediment. There's no sediments in stamping. Sentiments. I'm going to stamp that in the Rococo Rose ink, and it says, "May magic and wonder bloom this season." Then I'm taking my 2 1/4 inch circle punch, and I'm just going to punch that out. I'm leaving more room at the bottom than the top. And we're also going to stamp a sentiment on the inside, and I thought Happy Holidays would work really good. So I've got Early Espresso ink here. I'm just going to stamp that right there. I got a fuzzy thing in there. Okay, closing up the ink. And now we have some die cutting to do. So I've got Rococo Rose here, gold foil, and we're going to take our dies. Now the neat thing about this die is that this poinsettia paper, poinsettia, I need to remember to say that right? This fits on here perfectly. So let me see if I can figure this out. I think it goes this way. Yep, I'm pretty sure that's it. Look at that. It fits right on here perfectly. So you can die cut these flocked flowers, which is pretty neat. I'm also going to take this same die that fits on this flower, and I'm going to die cut out of Rococo Rose. And then we've got this little sprig image that I'm going to use on the gold foil. And I'm going to run these over to my die cutting machine. I'll be right back. And here we go. Here's that flower. Isn't that pretty? That's out of the flocked paper. Here's that gold foil sprig. I just love gold with poinsettias. All right, we are going to put this back together like a puzzle. I'm going to grab my mini glue dots, and that's how I add this flocked layer to my Rococo Rose layer. I'm just kind of putting it right over the top so you can see that nice subtle pink coming through there. Let me get these out of the way. And we are ready to start assembling our card. These are nice, quick, and easy cards. So if you need some Christmas cards that you can make in mass assembly, I would say that these are pretty good for that. I've got 2 dimensionals here. I'm going to bring in my sentiment layer, and I'm going to put it right in the center on this middle folded back layer. Now I'm going to bring my flower in, and I'm going, oh wait, I want my little sprig here. This is a good way to just pin this down right now. You can add this. You don't want it to go over the edge of your card, remember, because we do need to be able to get this in an envelope. And one more dimensional, let's see. We're going to add our flower right here. So I'm going to just put 1 dimensional down here on my flower. I put 1 on my card front right there. And you want to make sure that your petals for your poinsettia aren't covering up your sentiment, right? One more thing we need to add is one of these beautiful little pearls, triple. And I am going to grab a mini glue dot under there. Oops, hang on, my finger's sticking to the mini glue dots. I'm going to put that right here in the middle. Now I have 22 more cards with this bundle to share with you today. I love being able to show you so many different ideas. But first, we're going to decorate our envelope. This is 2.5 by 6. And I'm just going to take some of my liquid glue, and we're going to add a very thin layer of liquid glue to that envelope flap. And then I'm just going to press this into it. And we're going to trim from the back side so we can use that envelope as our guide. This went together really quick, right? I've got 2 more color combinations and different designer series paper patterns to share with you too. And then if you get the tutorial, it is exclusive. There are, I think, either 6 or 7 exclusive projects that we haven't shown you today in the blog hop. So they're different projects. You get 6 or 7 exclusive projects with exclusive video tutorials showing you how to make them. Look at how precious that is. What do you guys think of that Rococo Rose? I thought that was a great color combination with this particular pattern. All right, let me show you the other ones that I made. Garden green. What do you think of that? Isn't that pretty? And I used, underneath here, I used the bumblebee, which is the color that coordinates with the berries on here. Super pretty, right? And then we have the real red card with the red poinsettia underneath. Same layout, just different ink colors, different card bases. And who is ready to see all the rest of my cards? Yay! Let me move these out of the way. Look at this one. Is that not beautiful? I love these elements. This background in gold is from the Forever Gold Laser Cut Specialty Paper. This is amazing. You get 6 sheets, 3 of each of these. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, all kinds of little elements. Very, very pretty. Okay, did I get this up there close enough for you guys? I hope so. Let me make sure that I'm in my screen here, get some more light in here. Isn't that just gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. Here comes another card. Again with the gold foil, I love that. And here's some of our gold edged ribbon. That looks really pretty too. A little bit of sponging in the middle under the beaded pearls. Again, designer series paper from this suite. Look at this. This is white embossed and then sponged. Absolutely gorgeous. Here's some more of the Forever Gold Laser Cut Specialty Paper. Look at that. Isn't that just incredible? I love that. Here they used the flocked. Oh, they used the flocked one on this one. And both of these, the flocked paper to cut out that poinsettia. Look at how pretty this one is. Ooh, and there's some Wink Stella on those berries. Very pretty. This is very pretty. This is a bumblebee colored pocket card. Absolutely gorgeous. Here's another one. Look at the detail. When you use the outside framelit and then the inside that also does that embossing. Very pretty. I think these 4 cards that I'm showing you right now are made by my team member, Kathy Miller. This is a Starburst Technique. I've shown you guys this. You can scroll down on my blog to find it. Let's see. I use the Forever Greenery cardstock to make mine, but isn't that so pretty? And here we have another beautiful card. I like how the edges on the holly leaves are sponged, and then there is some glimmer paint applied to the flowers here. And then look at this. They used the whole layer of the flocked poinsettia paper. Isn't that pretty? And cut out the Merry Christmas and layered it with black behind it. This is our red foil. Beautiful card. Then there's some little poinsettias in here too, and I love what they did with these. They kind of made a little Christmas tree. Isn't that pretty? Here's another one where they took the designer series paper and they cut out the flower and put it in a frame. Absolutely gorgeous. Another one, I love the background on here. Very, very pretty. These 2 are made by my friend Lori Krause. She makes 20-pound cards, and these certainly qualify. So, so pretty. Look at all that. The Ornate Garden framelit is what this is coming from, this layer right here. And she used the flocked paper behind it too. Here's another one. Look, she took and sponged color on the flocked paper. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, Lori's my hero. Look at how pretty this is. I like that little poinsettia there with some of our gold metallic pearls. That looks really pretty. This is a simple card, but it's very classic and elegant. This one's beautiful. There's a lot of shimmer paint on this one. So pretty. I love this. Again with the flocked paper, a little different color. This is where I got my idea for my cards tonight. I love how classically simple this card is, but it's just so elegant. So I decided to incorporate that as my layout. Another gorgeous, gorgeous card. Love the detail in those flowers. And we have this one, again, very pretty. Love those faceted gems in the middle. Again with the flocked paper, very pretty, some gold embossing here. And this is the last one I have to share with you, Night of Navy, and doesn't that just look spectacular, right? And that flocked paper, so pretty. Now, my exclusive video tutorial project is actually a double pocket card using the flocked paper. So I hope you are on my team and get that for free. I hope you will place an order with me this month and you'll get that whole tutorial for free. It is my gift to you for placing an order. Or you can order it for $7 on my blog. Now don't forget, this is a blog hop. So you definitely want to hop along and see what all the other Stamping Society design team members have made using this exact same suite of products. You can click right up here. That's going to take you to my blog where you can scroll down and find these projects and then look for a blog list where you can click on the next blog to hop to the next blog and then the next blog and the next blog and see what everybody has made. And if you're not in the United States, make sure you check out where each one of these demonstrators are from. If you're from Australia, you can get it from the Australian demonstrator. If you're from Canada, you can get it from our Canadian demonstrator. New Zealand, same thing. So make sure you check that out. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you're in the United States, I would love to earn your business. I'd be happy to send you our current catalogs. There's nothing like having a hard copy. Look at how thick this is. It's amazing. We have a regular catalog, our annual catalog, and also our holiday catalog, which is filled with all kinds of beautiful things for fall and winter, Christmas. Love, love all of these. You'll love having them in front of you. So just let me know. You can pop me an email at kelly@astampabove.com. Don't forget to put your address in there and request both catalogs, just the mini catalog. Let me know so I know what to send you. Don't forget to click down here to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You don't want to miss anything I have coming out. And today is Sunday. Happy November 1st. Sunday nights, I do a Facebook Live at A Stamp Above - Your Creative Coach. Go to Facebook, search for that group, go there, like it. Click on following. You'll get notifications when I go live. I will have a live stamping class tonight on Facebook. I hope you can join me. Thanks so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend with me. Bye-bye.